All that remains for us to do now is to make the crown. So to do this, you just wrap it around so that this tab, this flat tab here, overlaps on the underside of the other end, and it means that you end up with a V here with no straight line in between it. And I've got another folded piece of golden thread with the loop at the end, just like we've used all along, and you're going to come up from the bottom. Actually, let's start at the top. So from the inside, this bit's a bit fiddly, so I just have to try and see what I'm doing while showing you on the camera. And we're just going to make a few running stitches, and with the first one we'll go back through that loop. So just manipulate the felt out of the way as much as you need to get your needle out. Pop your needle through the loop and pull it fast. You'll probably fit 3 running stitches along the edge of here. So it's just coming up and going back down again. That's all the running stitches. And then leaving a space and doing it again. We'll secure one final stitch at the bottom here. Just need to bring this a bit closer to me so I can see what I'm doing. And then once the crown is stitched together, we're going to put the loop through the crown, leave the needle attached, put the loop through the crown so that the crown is sitting in between his ears with the loop coming out of the middle, and that you want the seam at the back of his head. And we're just going to tack it to his head in a few places. So we'll start at the back, since that's where the needle came out anyway, and you're just going to go in and out of the head with a tiny stitch, probably just slightly bigger than that, just to hold the crown. Come up through the middle. So that holds the back. And you're going to go back, down again, come out over near the side of the ear. Sorry, I keep coming off the camera because I'm trying to look at what I'm doing instead of looking at the camera. Turn this around, put that needle slightly through the crown, and then hopefully you can see this. I'm going to put it through the crown, and then on the inside the needle goes back down into the head and up on the other side to go through the crown on the other side. So hopefully, if I just take that loop out of the way, so you go through the crown on one side where you've just come out, back into the head, up through the head again, and out of the crown on the other side. Hopefully you can see that, or at least understand what I'm saying, just to hold it in place. And then we're going to tack that bit down to the head on that side, and then we're going to go in and out of a couple of existing holes like we did earlier when we were sewing the body, just to secure the end of the thread. You can leave the front of the crown unattached because it's not going anywhere now that it's held in place by those few bits. So I've come out at the back of the head, I'll go back through that same hole and come out at the neck somewhere, just to secure the end of that thread, and then chop it off. And he's finished.